This will be your first week of doing the pink parent letter without me, but I kind of wanted to make it with me too. So if you want to read the pink parent letter on your own, go ahead and grab a highlighter. Remember, you choose 2 things from this week and 1 thing you're looking forward to next week. If you want to read it along with me, then I'll do that with you now and you can watch the video. Go ahead and grab a highlighter. Pause the video if you need to grab a highlighter, and then make sure you have your pink parent letter in front of you. Now I'm going to read this to you, and as I read it, if you'd like to highlight 2 things on the front, 1 thing on the back, and then you can go ahead and start your letter to your parents. Get a highlighter. Have your pink parent letter. All right, let's get started. I'm going to zoom this in a little bit so you can see it. And you can use your finger or your highlighter to follow along with me as I read it. Okay, so obviously the date this week was October 15th through the 19th. Now in reading this week, we've been working on asking and answering questions. We did thin questions, which are right there in the book answers, only 1 correct answer. We did thick questions, deeper thinking with a variety of correct answers. If this is something you want to highlight, go ahead and do it now. In phonics, we've been working on the word of the day, and we did softest, thicker, and swelled. We learned vowel teams of OW, OA, and OE, all making the long O sound, except OW also makes the ow sound, like you stubbed your toe. Trick words this week were again, please, animal. We learned about suffixes and base words. We underlined the base word and we circled the suffix in a word. If any of this is going in your letter, please highlight it now. In writing, we edited rough drafts of our personal narratives. We peer edited and we edited ourselves. Then we wrote and illustrated our final drafts of our personal narratives. And finally, we posted on Seesaw our personal narratives and showed our family our illustrations. Highlight here if you want to use part of this. In math this week, we've been working on addition strategies. We did making 10. We added 3 numbers, and we're going to work on word problems today in math. Finally, in social studies, we learned about the compass rose, and we used cardinal directions on maps. Upcoming next week, we have Imori is our reader on Monday. Elsie is Tuesday. Denaya is Wednesday. Celia is Thursday. And Aliana is Friday. We also have our Edwards Carnival on Friday. And we actually don't have any birthdays next week. We've had lots of birthdays this month so far, but not next week. I also put this in our letter. Please send in a box of saltine crackers if you can. We're getting a little low on saltines, so if you're out with your parents or if you have some at home, maybe bring in a box of saltines if you can. You don't have to. Okay, make sure you have 2 things highlighted on this side of the paper, and now we're going to flip it over. And this is a preview of what we're going to do next week. Next week, in reading, we're going to take a test over asking and answering thick and thin questions. We're going to find the moral or the theme in a book. Now, if this is something you're looking forward to next week, highlight that. You need to choose 1 thing on this page for your letter. Next week in phonics, we're going to learn about vowel teams OU, OO, UE, and EW. We'll do word of the day, which will be checked. And our new trick words will be sure, use, and used. In writing next week, we're going to start getting ready for our conferences. And we're also going to start our second personal narrative. In math, we're going to take a test over addition strategies. We'll take a pre-test over our subtraction strategies. And then you'll get new subtraction math rooms based on your pretest. In social studies, we're actually going to create those homesteads that I keep talking about with our wagons. And then we're actually going to start a short geometry unit too. Okay, so make sure you've highlighted one thing on this side that you're looking forward to for next week. Now, to get your letter started, you need to write the date. Right up here is where you're going to put the date. Here's the date. Now, you'll find the date up on the whiteboard or back on our morning message. And then you write dear, and then whoever it is you're going to write your letter to. Then give me 3 sentences or more. Lots of you like to give me more. And down here we have our closing, and then your signature, which is your name. Down here. I'll be checking these before you go to lunch. So good luck on your first pink parent letter without me. But kind of with me because I read it to you on the video.